Bonjour et bienvenue à Anime Reflux. Aujourd'hui, nous examinons Ikoku Meiro no Croisée. C'est stupide. Je déteste ça. Et cela montre plus d'efforts pour parler français que le spectacle jamais fait. Encore une fois, in anglais. Hello and welcome to Anime Reflux. Today we're looking at Ikoku Meiro no Croisée. It's dumb. I hate it. And this speech right here was me showing more effort to speak French than the show did. So, there you go.
Boo, you try.
So the premise of this is, ho ho ho! I am the French grandpa, and I brought back this weave stuff from Japan.
Except it's not because they never bothered to speak French.
I know.
You knew they weren't.
I know, but okay.
The entire show is like, oh, here's French music. Ah, Baba de Boopy.
I get that. That's
not
fine.
Even French. That's Italian. I don't know.
It's kind of ruined when they explicitly point out there is a language barrier, but everyone's speaking the same language.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't tell what language anyone's speaking, and you just have to kind of try and wait for context to figure out what language everyone's speaking.
You expected actual French?
There are French-Japanese voice actors.
I didn't expect a single word of French in this whole show. I was hoping for phony baloney accents, but I didn't even get that.
The narrator is French.
Actually, yeah, the narrator will speak the entire title cards in French.
The narrator is the male voice of Google Translate. I don't know that for certain, but I'm fairly certain. I have that belief, and I'm going to stick to it.
Also, they pepper bits of Japanese here and there, most in the first episode.
So, I wonder how that girl can smell all those beautiful French cheeses when she has no nose.
Actually, that comes up in the third episode. She can't stand the taste of cheese and tries to work to correct this because she wants to eat cheese with the rest of the family.
But she has no nose. She can't smell it.
And if there's anything that Zero knows a lot about, it's about characters with no noses, seeing as how he tried and failed to write a story about Krillin. Yes, I'm still doing
that. Still bitter about that. Okay, Patient was trying to say something before all of us spoke over him, so...
I just wanted to say that you sounded pretty good speaking French there, Casey.
I appreciate the compliment, but no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Well, it wasn't awful.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Like when I was working as a cashier and I learned a bit of Spanish to talk to the Spanish-speaking customers, they told me I spoke Spanish really well, but I know they were just being polite.
Yeah.
You know you speak the language well when people stop commenting about how well you speak it.
Yeah. That's basically saying, oh, you're trying. That's adorable.
It's a pat on the
head. That really means.
So, to talk about this anime, basic premise, yeah, Grandpa brings back some weeb stuff from Japan, including this girl that he just found.
Like, that's the ultimate weeb move.
Yeah. So he apparently, I'm not entirely sure of the context of the family at least, but he has a grandson who owns a shop in I think it was the Galerie de Roy. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Galerie de Roy, and it was a shop that's been like in the family for like 3 generations. So Grandpa used to run the shop, I guess.
Yeah. So, Grandpa's too old to actually do anything anymore, so he just travels to other places and gets weird shit, including taking a little girl with him for some reason, who looks about 8, maybe 10 years old.
Actually, I think she's supposed to be 15.
Bullshit.
I know, but that's what the show is saying, is that she's supposed to be 15.
Really? I saw the first 3 episodes and they never once confirmed her age.
I saw that in a comment, so I don't know. That might not be true, but I'm pretty sure that Japan would do that.
I'm pretty sure that's a joke in the comments because no one's even said little girl or anything in the show at all.
No one's.
Okay, she doesn't act 15 at the very least. But yeah, he basically brings this little Japanese girl to France when she doesn't speak a word of French, supposedly, and says,
because,
"Hey, she's going to be working in the shop as a maid."
She's our we got a mail order bride from Japan. She'll be living in here and cleaning and calling you master. I know this is your weeb fantasy because it is mine.
And she does the kneel down pose, and I think this might have been a bit of a historical misstep. The next thing that it does.
This isn't good. I'm looking at the Wikia for this series. Apparently, in chapter 7.1, she says she's 15 going on 16. But that's later corrected by Oscar, who explains that with the Japanese counting system, Yone would be 15, but she's actually 13.
Okay, well, in absolute fairness, again, it's the point is I was about to make was it's late 19th century France, so that was probably actually kind of okay for the time. But the other thing that's probably not so okay for the time is the younger dude, seeing her doing the kneel down pose and calling him master. Apparently he speaks Japanese, by the way. I assume, because I still don't know what language he's supposed to be speaking.
So everything is happening in French, okay? No actual Japanese is spoken in the entire episode. There you go.
Except for the girl, because they don't establish that she can speak French until the end of the episode. But whatever.
No, she is speaking French every time she speaks. That's what they're going with.
Okay, sure, whatever.
Dumb, I know.
So he calls it as perversion that she's acting like a slave. This is late 19th century. Slavery was a bit more of a hot-button issue at the time, and I don't think perversion would be the first place that you would go for bringing up slavery.
Was it perversion, he said? I remember him getting mad because of slavery.
Yeah.
Oh.
That... I don't think they understood the implications of the time period of making that joke.
Boy, it's almost like they're not from France.
Or did research of any kind.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Why are you surprised?
It's like all my historical animus. They never do research.
It's called due diligence. You're supposed to do some kind of...
You know, the only research they ever do is for Nobunaga. That's just so we can make him an accurate anime girl.
Yeah, so at this point, the kid discovers that she apparently doesn't speak French or understand French beyond saying,
like
please take care of me,
grandpa,
master, or whatever she says.
Yeah, the grandpa says she doesn't speak French beyond introductions.
One of those introductions, again, being, please take care of me, master, but no, whatever. By the way, Weasel said that he liked the show before we started, and I immediately said we're going to have a difference of opinion on this one.
I didn't say I liked it. I said I watched two more episodes because I wanted to.
Which means you liked it. But okay. Is the implication, sorry. At the very least, that's what I got from it. So, I forget what happens next. It's something like she gets shown to her quarters, I guess.
Yeah, and then she starts cleaning shit while dude is messing around in his metalworking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grandpa's like, I'm going to give you some flowers, little girl. Yeah. And she's like, yeah,
Is
flowers.
Is it just me or is the grandpa creepy?
Yeah.
He's super creepy and a big weeaboo. We all know.
There's actually a bigger weeaboo who shows up in episode.
I don't need to know this.
Yeah,
I don't need to know this. I don't want to know this.
Yeah.
It's also creepy.
So, yeah. Can I just ask, how does metalworking work? Because from what I saw of the kid's metalworking, he's basically just hitting a piece of metal with a hammer. Which, don't you have to heat it or something first to actually do something?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
He is shown hitting heated metal in later episodes. It's specified that the metalworking shop they're blacksmiths.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. Right, so she's cleaning everything, and he explains to her, still in French, and he still doesn't understand. He still thinks she can't understand him, so the entire minute-long exposition scene makes absolutely no sense because he's talking to someone who doesn't understand a word he's saying, supposedly. He exposits that the shop has been there for a long time, and it works on signs for the different shops, and everything's kind of failing at the moment, so it's a really important time for them, and they need to work hard to make everything better and stuff. You might be noticing a pattern of how the inconsistencies tended to bother me in this show. Maybe.
A little bit.
Yeah. Running a little hot on this one. Sorry. So, yeah, he has this fancy sign thing that is like a butterfly with glass wings or something, is what it looked like to me.
Yeah, it's like a butterfly with glass wings, like on holding onto the sign part of it. It's real like decorative and fancy.
It's French.
I
mean, I might have painted the metal bits as well, so it doesn't look quite so rustic alongside
don't.
the fancy colored
It's
glass.
France. It's art. You can't criticize art.
Especially that in France.
You absolutely can, especially in France.
Croissant.
Joking, God.
Eiffel Tower. Fromage. I don't know French.
Bonjour, monsieur fromage.
Omelet du fromage.
This is a bit of a non sequitur, but did I ever tell you guys about the story of my mom and the Frenchman on the plane?
No.
Okay, so my mom,
yes, tells the story of decadence.
She tells the story as one of her many. My parents have lots of plane horror stories, and this one is she's sitting on the plane, and behind her, in the row behind her, is this French guy, right? And he like takes off his shoes and he puts them on the seat right next to her, and it's the worst smell. And she had to deal with that for like the whole flight. It was awful.
Cool story, man.
Yeah,
It's a story about a stinky Frenchman.
Well,
Speaking of stinky Frenchmen, we got Claude over here.
Stop.
So, stereotypes aside, and
it was
in
the
absolute
stereotype.
fairness, I'm surprised that the Japanese anime creators didn't actually have it be like a cheese shop or something. But again,
I'm
that would
also
probably have required
surprised it took this long for someone to make that reference at all.
I'm willing to bet you there is a cheese shop anime in France. Like, bet you there is. I'm gonna look for it.
So, dude built the shiny thing, the butterfly with glass wings, and is showing it off, and I forget.
Says it was made by his father, I believe.
Yeah, his dad made it, and it got damaged, so he was fixing it, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the order of events of what happened next.
Some random ass dude ran in the shop and was like, "Whoa, I thought that was a doll." And was like, "Get the fuck out of here! You're weird."
Oh yeah, that was it.
This is my doll.
Yeah, that was creepy. And then I think she saw the little kid in the window.
Yes.
Yeah. And
she's
Claude
like, "Ooh."
specifically says, I think it's Claude says she's not a doll, but And then she sees kid in the window, runs after him.
She's
dress
like,
catches
"Ooh,
on.
I want to see the little boy that, the dozens of people must walk through." She's really enamored with the little boy, I guess. And she pulls the sign off of the table with her long, ostentatious sleeves.
She's constantly wearing a kimono, by the way.
Yeah, which, that's not a thing that Japanese people do either, but I guess they really wanted the contrast, is why.
I don't know how everybody dressed back. Like, she's supposed to be like a sign girl, is the thing. And so she's supposed to attract customers, so I guess that's the point.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Yeah, so she pulls the thing off the table and it smashes. And he's somewhat understanding, kind of. Basically says just don't try and pick it up or anything because you'll only get hurt. And then I don't know what happens. Like, a lot of this was a blur because everything that wasn't infuriating to me was just kind of mundane and dull.
Omelet du fromage.
Oh my god, Kenshi. Does anyone remember what happened next?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Was it the guy got... Did we talk about how the guy got the children's book for her?
That's later.
And like...
Right, okay. So she apologizes by offering him the fancy kimono that she was wearing when she showed up. And he's like, you don't have to do that, and she insists, basically. And so he goes a couple doors down and sells it to a fancy clothing or textile shop or something. And at the same time, he buys her a book on... It's basically a children's book. Like a learn to read French kind of gift.
Yeah.
And Grandpa finds out that Sorry, what?
No, I was just going to say, he tried to return the kimono, but she was like, no.
Yeah, she insists, is the thing. So Grandpa finds out that the kid sold the kimono and is like, oh, that's not okay. That was a memento from her dead mother or something. And
no, my weeb.
Yeah, and the kid feels bad about it and stuff because he didn't know. And, the girl didn't tell him because she could have told him if she cared that much about it. But, so he goes up and apologizes to her that he didn't know and stuff and says he will buy it back one day for multiple times the price that he got paid for it, and they're going to work together and be great and stuff. And she answers him and he realizes, hey, she could speak French the whole time.
Yeah, this is the one thing I really don't get, because there's literally no point to say that you just can't only do introductions. Like, I don't understand the grandpa doing that.
Yep. It literally only caused confusion by wondering what the hell language they're supposed to be speaking from moment to moment.
It only caused confusion, and it only unnecessarily caused a little bit of drama. There's literally no reason to say that.
Of course, the fact that she speaks French raises further questions of how the fuck does she speak French?
Well, you see,
maybe
she speaks French.
She might be a reverse weeb. You don't know.
A francophile?
She's after all that cheese, all that cheddar.
Omelet du fromage. I'm not gonna stop.
I searched up anime that takes place in a cheese shop, and I got this thing called Cheese TV. That's an Australian cartoon. So there you go.
I'm not watching that. I'm not looking at that.
Hey, patient, add it to the list. I'm only half joking. I'm not sure whether I'm joking yet. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, so that was pretty much the end of the episode. I didn't mention the intro at all, which I was more disappointed by than anything, because if anything in this show was going to actually be in French, I would have expected the opening to be.
I found the opening was actually more fun and entertaining when I put it at 2 times speed.
Of course you did.
Because boy is it slow. Boy is this so. Boy is every single show and every single anime that takes place in Europe is so slow, and I don't care so far. I just don't care. Because nothing really happened in this episode to make me care.
Like, a little bit of, like, yeah, it's an anime, so they're going to do the stupid thing that they tend to do. Well, I say stupid, but you know what I mean. The thing where they just put a pop song that's in the charts as their anime theme. But, you know, it would have been a good opportunity for some, like, scene setting of, hey, this is, like, France. It's about France. It's going to have French culture in it and stuff. Not that it was going to have French culture in it, but it could have pretended, is what I'm saying.
It would have been much more interesting, at the very least. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yune was saying, no. We can't go and get the kimono back because it'll disgrace everybody. Oh, no, it's cultural. Don't do it.
That was a thing that she said, yeah, basically, don't go back on the deal or whatever.
Yeah, and he's like, now don't go throwing away your precious things anymore. I want you to be materialistic. And she's like, got it. And then she's reading the children's book. And it's like, you speak French, you don't need to do that. And she's like, I'm not going to throw away my precious things. Like, oh, she's so stubborn.
Maybe she can't read it. I don't know. Let's be hopeful here.
I don't know.
But,
why is he giving her a French book if she can't read Western characters?
Yeah, that's
we
like
don't know.
Literally a whole different alphabet. I don't know how that was supposed to help.
Yeah. But she can read it for some reason. I don't know why. Do you know why?
Anime magic?
She can read and speak French fluently.
Omelet du fromage.
And we
Stop
still
saying cheese omelet, damn it.
Omelet du fromage. And we still don't know why she's there in the first place or how she got there. It just...
Yeah, he doesn't really say, does he? He just kind of says, hey, I brought this little Japanese girl with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episodes 2 or 3, do they clarify that?
Clarify what?
Why she's there?
Yes.
Okay. We don't care about spoilers, I promise.
Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
Why is she there? Did you find out?
Yes.
Why is
Tell
she
us.
there?
Oh,
Tell
you want me
us.
to tell you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought you got that. I'm sorry, do I need to speak slower?
I wasn't sure if you were trolling us with mathematicians' answers or something. I don't.
No, I just zoned out for a bit because it seemed like Casey and Zero were really intently talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah,
So I
sorry.
kind of zoned out for a bit.
Here's what you do. Interrupt and shout over us, okay?
No,
There you go.
No.
You don't have to shout, but feel free to interrupt, okay? If you don't, it's just going to be the Zero and Casey show, also known as Zero Interest. Go watch Zero Interest. We're doing Konosuba right now. Okay.
And then Kenchi will interrupt periodically with omelet du fromage.
All right.
Get out of my laboratory.
All right, so Weasel, tell us why.
Well, first off, her family back in Japan is actually quite wealthy, and she's always dreamed of visiting France because she's always really admired French culture.
Francophile.
The reason she offered to be a live-in maid was because she didn't care what she's doing as long as she's in France and can absorb the culture.
I see. That's a fair enough.
But she comes from a wealthy family that sent
fairly wealthy, yes.
That sent her affluent. With this strange grandpa
to work as a maid.
To work as a maid.
I get, okay, really likes the culture, but also willing to sacrifice her entire lifestyle and way of life so she can live basically the lowest working class job in existence. Well, not lowest, but pretty down there.
This seems like one of the not so great options. She could have just been they could have just said, "Oh, she runs the cash register kind of dealio. She's the shopkeep. Well, he goes and makes things or something." But maid is just.
Since
I'm
she's
serve
from
you,
a
master.
fairly well-off family, fairly well-off, she could go into trading and just, trade with France.
Especially seeing as how Homeboy is a weeb.
Yeah, and he would be willing to show her the ropes, and she could be like an apprentice to him or something.
It feels like there's a lot of better options here, and they chose the worst one.
Because they were really married to this concept of Japanese girl working as a maid in a metalworks when she speaks fluent French, which means she has to be from a well-to-do family. Otherwise, she would never have gotten that kind of education. So basically, all of this is just trying to fill in plot holes as quickly and inconveniently as possible.
Yeah, my assumption was that she was only half Japanese, that she had either some sort of French-speaking relative. And she had lost them, and she had nobody now, so that's why she decided to go to France with this guy who helped her or something.
No, her sister she writes a letter to her sister. Her family's still alive and well.
Yeah. Well, there goes any drama.
Does that include her mom?
Well, we know she has a sister who's still alive. I don't know. It hasn't been specified what's going on with her parents.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
At least as far as I was in episode 3.
Okay, so I think I've pretty much established where I stand on this particular show. How does everyone else feel about it, just in general?
It's very zen. I like the pretty visuals.
2.3 out of 10.
The drama's a bit forced.
It bored me for 30 minutes, and then I was like, there were not enough stereotypes to make this funny enough to enjoy for me. So.
At one point I started playing it at 2 times speed.
Okay, everybody, shut the hell up, because I literally just prompted Blush to tell us what she thought, and everyone just started talking over anyway.
No worries. No, yeah. If you close your eyes to the setting problems, then it's a cute story about a relationship between a girl trying to establish herself into a family and fit in and enjoy the setting. But you have to be able to close your eyes to the setting problems. So that's my opinion on it.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, I kind of agree. I have a lot of problems getting past all the nonsense that made this relationship happen. It's kind of okay. I mean, the moment where he does the kneel down position to apologize to her is kind of cute, I guess. Like I said, I can't get past all the problems.
I think I can speak for me and Kenshi and say we were both kind of bored by this.
Funny thing with sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there's some parts I played at 2 times speed, and there are other parts I ended up playing at 4 times speed.
I played the whole thing at 2 times speed. It wasn't fast enough.
New rule: don't cheat anymore. Okay, not cool.
I watched the whole thing and I know what happened. I didn't miss anything.
Oh my goodness.
What are you saying, Hazel?
So funny thing with the grandpa, he's gone to Japan so many times that he's actually gotten a bit used to the culture and such there, and he loves dried plums.
Okay.
But when his grandson tries it, he's like someone sucked a lemon.
So yeah.
Nasty.
Fair enough. Patient, what do you think?
Not bad exactly, but not something that I just really want to watch more of. I prefer the ones that have something of a supernatural element to them.
Okay. So Kenshi, what if there was a plot twist and the little girl ends up being a professional wrestler? What do we do then?
What?
Oh, please. Don't even think
First of
about
all,
that.
first of all, don't pander to me, asshole. Second of all,
I'm kidding. Gosh.
Casey, can we move on now?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't have much to talk about for this show. I'm sorry. It's not my cup of tea.
omelet du fromage.
Kenji?
Buongiorno.
Is that a wrestling name?
Sure. Let's go with that.
Okay, Kenji, you're a roller.
Croissant. That's not French. Is it
No.
French? It
Croissant.
might be French. Croissant.
Croissant.
Sausage
Croissant.
and egg croissant.
Is that croissant? It sounds like it has a Q. That's weird.
It does. That's pretty much how you pronounce that. CRO is qua.
Okay, roll
Bon
and
bon.
let them eat
All right,
cake.
let's put this horrible French BS behind us. All right, number is 18.
18R.
Just like the last two numbers of Kenchi's name.
R.
Huh?
18.
No,
dumbasses.
18.
Oh.
Okay.
Really, Kenshi?
What's the total, patient?
56. We've selected 5 so far.
All right, one out of. Let's see what we get here from 56.
50.
14.
14. All right, let's see.
Just like the girl it's
Please don't
supposed
be
to
Rama.
be.
Please don't be Rama. Please don't be Rama.
Oh God, I'm with you there.
And the winner is Recan. It looks like
Recan.
RE-KAN exclamation mark.
Damn it!
I'm gonna have a reckoning. I'm not sorry, even though that was absolutely awful. Amami Hibiki is a girl who can see ghosts.
Another. Okay, wait. We've done so many of these. The ghosts and supernatural stuff. We have the. Don't we have that one veto that's like
Okay.
everybody agrees?
We did
Patient, you
establish
jinxed
that.
it.
Okay. I'll say if we have 5 people on the episode and all of them agree, then we can veto it. We have 6, but we still all have to agree whether we're going to veto it or not.
I'm gonna go for veto.
Same.
Seconded.
That's
We've
3 out
done
of
like
6.
3 of these shows. I don't want to do another.
We've done.
I
more
say
than
no
3 yet.
veto.
Well,
there we go.
Okay. Allow me to finish the synopsis. Amami Hibiki is a girl who can see ghosts and other supernatural phenomena in her surroundings. The stories follow her daily life with both her friends and the otherworldly.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is it all raw or something? Is there any excuse for us not doing this?
Let's
I
see
love
how
how
long
much you don't want to do this. This is great.
Patient, you said you preferred shows with more of a supernatural element.
You did say that.
Hold on, maybe I can salvage this.
Yes.
Maybe it's
Someone
like
watch it to
15
see
minutes
whether
or
it's
something.
just raw.
Okay. I'm gonna think it might be English stuff. It's on
Ooh,
Crunchyroll.
nice.
No, this thing is on Crunchyroll. It exists.
It's subtitled. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's.
Title apparently translates to 6 cents.
It's full
Yeah.
length.
Yep, it's full length.
All right. Maybe it won't be so bad. I mean, it's a theme that we've done to death already, but
Oh yeah.
It's
But
not
it-
like I think the show's gonna be bad. It's just this particular weird subgenre that I don't want any more of.
Nope, we've
Don't
seen
watch
it.
Just
It's like
watch.
the-
Next week we'll get Bleach.
We won't watch Bleach. Apparently we can't do that since we can't watch Naruto either. So
Yeah, that was a thing that we established. We did do a lot of stuff with Bleach at one point, so we're not doing Bleach again. We're not doing
All right, I'll go
Naruto
ahead
again.
and
And
I'll go
we're
ahead and
probably
block
not going to
this.
do My Hero Academia.
Yeah, we're not gonna do My Hero Academia. We're not gonna do
One
One
Piece.
Piece.
One Piece.
Aw.
You know, the big shonens that we've
Whoa.
done in Manga Reflux.
This is fucking terrifying.
What? Okay.
Balls?
What
I
is
guess
that?
that's something from the show.
It's from the show we're about to watch.
Are you
Okay.
sure that you don't want to change your mind about the Veto Weasel? Please.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hey, Weasel. I'm gonna
Hi.
kick your butt.
Okay, I will be a team player and I will veto it, but I'll watch it on my own.
That's
Okay.
That's still not 6 though. Blush.
That's 4.
Sure. I'll
That's-
veto it. I'm a team player.
That's
Thank you,
5.
Blush.
All
I
right.
ain't said
Ten.
anything yet.
No, you haven't, you asshole.
What should I do? Should I veto this? Because honestly, I don't care one way or another. And I kind of want my salt. I want my salt intake to go up. So I want to say no.
It comes down to your preference, Kenshi. Do you want to take the risk of something coming up further down the line that you would?
You're basically just courting vengeance here right now.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. You all hate me so much and want to get one over on me at every possible moment that if something like that did happen, you would not veto it for my comfort. So
I would never do that.
you wouldn't do that, but there are 5 other people in this room, 4
I
of which
wouldn't
I
do that
say
if
could
you
do
decide
that.
not to be a dick right now, basically, is where I'm standing.
I don't trust
As
you,
for
first
me-
of all.
As for me, Kenshi's completely right about me. So I can't really say anything.
So what are you going to do to make it worth my while to veto this show?
Honestly, it's not that bad.
Give
It
me a
doesn't
solo. Give me a solo veto.
Nope.
Give me a solo veto, and I'll veto this show for
Nope.
you.
You know, dude, I could just say I take back my group veto, so you have no power anymore.
No, you can't do that because you already
totally
agreed to
could.
veto it.
See,
I
Kenshi,
can strip away
Let
your
me
power right now.
exploit Casey. Let me exploit him.
Kenshi,
This is what
Kenshi.
happens when you bring politics into
Casey-
this kind of thing, by the way, ladies
Casey
and
does
gentlemen.
not.
This is
Casey
what
does
happens.
not negotiate with terrorists.
Kenshi, if I may.
Fine, I'll veto it. I'll veto it. I just want to see what I can get out of this. I waited till I waited to last for a reason.
All right, that's our last failsafe gone. Then no more unanimous vetoes.
Nope.
Okay.
or
Not.
going to-
Reroll.
I just agreed. Okay, it didn't work. It's never gonna work. I veto it.
Yeah.
I don't
All
want
right.
to watch this.
All right, re-roll then, Kenshi.
All right. So let's start over from the very beginning. Get as far away from this as possible. Chance I'll probably get it again. Oh no, 24.
24. Is that X?
Yes, that's X.
Wow.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Ooh, original X-Men cartoon better be in here. All right.
It is. And
Yeah. Come
there's a
on, we gotta
total
get the.
there's a total of 7, but since we've already done Holic, leaves it with 6.
Damn. All right.
Mm.
Okay. Well,
Oh, Zalan Showdown is here.
I thought you'd be, happy about Xenosaga being on there.
Xenosaga? I never got to actually play Xenosaga, so I don't know.
Oh, fair enough.
X
2.
Maiden, X, and the winner is XTV.
dose, dude.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh.
All right, this is a summary. 2001 this was, so right around the time of the Shonen Surge. It's the Year of Destiny, and 15-year-old Kamui Shiro a powerful psychic, has returned to Tokyo after a 6-year absence. He returns to protect his childhood friends Fuma and Fuma's younger sister Kotori. But destiny and fate are haunting Kamui and pulling in himself and his loved ones. It is his destiny to decide the fate of the world and mankind, no matter if he wants the role or not.
Cliche, but fine.
Yeah.
That sounds generic as fuck.
Well, you know what? At least it's not about a girl with psychic powers that can now see spirits.
Or a girl helping a guy with psychic powers.
No.
Or a girl involving herself with spirits in any
I'm
way,
like-
shape, or form.
Yeah,
No. Zero. You have to say it like this. Spirits.
Spirits.
Computer faltering. I'm worried it might be crashing.
Okay.
Oh my.
So I guess we're going with this one. I have no problems with it, so I wouldn't veto it. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
Also, blah, ha, 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 ha.
Ah,
Get it? Psychic. Spirits are always with you. and such.
Spirits.
Okay, so
Spirits.
we're doing that. I'm going to link it in the chat because that's how I remember which one we're doing every week. Because I have
And,
terrible memory.
Yeah, we're going to go see XTV. I don't know why it's called XTV. Maybe the show is called X and it's for TV. I don't know.
Maybe it's cross.
Maybe we're getting some TV crossovers. Maybe we're going to
Maybe
get a little bit of
it's cross
Seinfeld in there.
TV and it just doesn't mention that it's actually about, motocross.
Yeah, maybe
It's
it's
just not in the summary for some reason. Just left
and maybe
You never know. Maybe
And
it's
maybe
a
we should-
crossover.
maybe you should stop saying maybe so that Kenshi can close us out. Not Kenshi, Casey.
Yes, Kenshi.
I'm-
Close us out,
I'm-
Kenshi.
I'm going to
Close
shut
us-
up now.
Okay,
Close us.
you do that.
Close us out,
Thanks,
Kenshi.
Pacey.
Let's
No.
troll patient by having Kenshi do it this time.
I'm not going to let patient just undermine my entire authority over everything that exists ever. That's not how this works.
So,
Kenshi
guys,
gets to be
this
awesome.
week,
That doesn't
this
mean
week-
that I lose my power over all of you assholes. Okay.
so guys, this
so
week we're watching
thanks-
XTV.
Thanks for listening to the anime Reflux and stuff. Remember when I did the cool French intro and I put effort in and everything? That's why I'm the leader and in charge. Okay, bye everybody. Bye.
I thought his French intro was cool.
Omelet du fromage.